All right, so it is day 3 of me showing you all how to start a source of income, or how to generate a source of income for the free. And I did virtual real estate wholesaling yesterday. I did clothes designing for with Teesprings, and today is going to be for my writers. This is going to be through Kindle, Amazon. The 3 things that you're going to need along the way is going to be that Kindle account, so that Kindle Amazon account, and then of course your Amazon.com. Going to go to kdp.amazon.com. Now, whether you have this typed up on your Microsoft Word, which is this one here. Did I pass it? Yes, I did. Yeah, but you're gonna have them. There you go. Microsoft Word. For me, this makes it easier, just for transitioning purposes. If you're going from multiple devices, either a phone, tablet, computer, desktop, whichever one, as long as you have your login information for your Microsoft account, everything, all the files are transferred easily. So yeah, you're going to want to go back, kdp.amazon.com. And these are mine current books that I already have. I have 3 more books, or 2 more books rather, but they're not listed on this part right here. But anyways, the way that you would do this is to basically set up your Kindle Direct Publishing account. Okay, it is free. You don't have to. This is what I'm teaching you this route for. I'm going to go here, go to create. Now, if you have a series or just want to do a novel, it is a minimum requirement of, I believe, 96 pages for adult books. For kid books, I believe it is a minimum, 26 pages? Yeah, 26 pages. The way to get around that, not get around that like you're cheating the system or nothing, but basically double space all of your stuff. Okay, so let's just walk through the process of creating your book. Let's say you have a book, because at first my book was, I believe, 57 or 58 pages, and then before it was single spaced, and then I double spaced it, and that jumped it up to like 99 pages. Okay, so let's go walk you through it. We're gonna hit that create, and then you're gonna choose which kind of book you want to create. Now, Kindle is ebook. You can do, I say, start with the paper book and then also do the Kindle book. Kindle will be released first, but you'll make more money off the paperback. The hardcover is it's just it just takes a little bit longer for them, or more for them, to publish those because of the type of paper. But anyway, so boom, they want you to ask, so I'm just going to do paperback. Okay, so I'm going to choose paperback. Do not let this intimidate you. Okay, it looks like a lot, but if you already have your story in mind, it is not that much, I promise. So right here, of course, language, you're going to put your title. If you have a subtitle, cool. If not, don't add one. If this is only going to be a one of one book, no series or part 2 or whatever, don't add anything about a series or the edition number. Okay, you are the author, so you put your name on there because this is going to show up on the book. contributors, which is like your illustrator. If you want to, if you've had somebody draw a photo or create a cover for you, then you might want to put their name on here as an illustrator as well. Description, of course. Describe what your book is about. Try to keep this, well, try to summarize it as best you can and try to make it as catchy as you can, without giving away the ending of the story. You know what I mean? Don't give away too much, but give away enough to have them interested and make them want to engage. Okay. Right here, I own all the copyrights, of course. Sorry, I got a peppermint in my mouth. Does it any sexually explicit images or title? Choose your preferences on that, and then your age, reading age. Okay. For most of my books, I put, well, for my last book, I think I put 14 to 18 and plus. Okay. Keep the primary marketplace for Amazon.com. Okay. And then your categories: thriller, action, suspense, fiction, nonfiction, whatever it is. These are the categories. Okay. Low content books, they mean like journals, notebooks. They finna slam the door, so thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. Next are going to be the keywords. You do not have to add keywords, but sometimes it does help to filter out or to make your book pop out when people are looking for specific types of books. Okay. Because sometimes people just come searching for things and they don't have a title. They just want to look for something new, so they'll look for like, politics or sci-fi or whatever it may be. Boom, boom, boom. You see all this, you can read all of that. I'm gonna have to go through here just to get you to the second one. So I'm gonna have to fill this in just to play along. So make up a title. Not right now. Why? Because we're not doing anything right now. Me. If you would like to have your moniker, like, whatever name you're using other than your real name, you can. I could have put Black Star, but I always want to put my name because, yeah, I want to see my name and not my nickname. I want people to know it was me. Here's the story. Did I period that? No, I didn't put a period. Thank you. Okay. I own copyrights. Baya baya. Nope, I don't. Reading age. Boom. Stick to what I do. 18 and plus. Keep that there. Choose my categories. Like I said. Boom. See these? I don't know if y'all can see these titles clearly. I'm gonna do self-help. Happiness, anger management, time management, because not right now. Say categories, okay? Okay. Boom, boom. You'll have to check either one of those. If they don't apply, like I said, if you have a book that's like large print, 18 font, then sure, click that, because then it's going to be a large print book. Um, Keywords, I'm not going to add all of that right now. I'm just going to go to the next one. Save and continue. Booyah, booyah. Successfully saved. Okay, now this is the meat and potatoes of the process, okay? Create your assign an ISBN. This is that number on the back of your book. Like if it ends up in a library, this is how they'll be filing it due to the Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, so that's your ISBN, the identification number for your book. Okay, assign one. I'm gonna do that right now. But black and white interior paper with cream. I say keep it with the black and white with a white interior. But if you want to change that up, they'll let you know what the difference in the thickness. So it's saying the paper weight is 50, between 50 and 61 pounds. Da, 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 da. Okay, so if we switch to this, bow. Okay, so each one they just let you know. I'm gonna stick to the basic. These are all of the basic and original settings. Okay, now if you have, you shouldn't have to change any of this actually. Okay, unless for what reason would you have to change this? I guess if you have like a wider book with longer like run-on sentences, I guess. But yeah, keep it at this 6.9. These are the basic book sizes. They'll let you know if the book that you upload does not fit this sizing, and then you can choose a different size. But when you're first starting, keep it at this, okay? No bleed. No bleed just means it won't the wording won't bleed over into onto off the edge of the paper. It'll be aligned within a certain margin. Okay. Matte is that feel of it, the feel of the book. When you have that glossy is like that more slick feeling, and then matte is more of a basic texture, kind of like cardboard. Well, not cardboard, but it's like I don't know how else to describe that, but yeah. Upload your manuscript. Now this is where you're going to upload your file. That's why I said Word document makes it a little easier because it comes in the docu file. But if you are just typed it up in your phone's like notepad, that'll work as well. They do take PDF, so it's okay if that's how you are typing it up. Don't let that discourage you. So you'll upload that. This part here, the cover launcher. If you are doing this strictly with your phone, I would highly, highly suggest creating your own cover before you get here and then uploading that. Now you can create your cover via Canva or, excuse me, or whichever methods you have for creating images or creating that photo for that cover. Because no matter how it looks, it's just going to be basically formatted into like the whole picture isn't going to be just the front of the book, it's going to be the front and the back. So be mindful of that. This gives you hell when you do that cover launcher. Even for me, because my phone screen is a little wider than most. I have the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and even with my stylus, this gives me hell, and I had to go through like 4 times trying to do it on my phone before I just said screw it and did it on the laptop. So yeah, I would highly suggest create you a cover before you get on here, and that way to just make it a hell of a lot easier transition. Um, did you use any AI tools? I would say, please, I wouldn't recommend using any AI generated tools. I don't know what type of issues you're going to run into with that. So if you can just have somebody to draw something up and then use that image and upload it on here, cool. But if not, like I said, try to use Canva as a method to create an image. After that, that is honestly, that book cover part is going to be the most tedious, because once you get there, you're going to have to um, upload your image, which is going to be your photo on the back of the book. If you don't want your face on there, you can choose to have whatever image you want on there. You can have an image of the sunset, okay? Whatever, but it's going to be an image of what they assume is going to be of you, okay? You're also going to have to type your synopsis on the back, so you know how you read the back of a book just to see if it's good. That's what you're going to have to type in, what the book is about, and then they have a smaller section that'll be next to your photo that'll be about you. So it has the book summary and then the author summary. So you can take a moment to tell about yourself and talk about, or let the readers know, hey, I'm so and so from such and such, and this is my first book, second book, third book, whatever, and my goal is so and so, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that you want your readers to know about you, this is what you'll add on that part with the cover launcher. I don't know if they'll let me do it if I don't. Let me see. Oh shit, they are gonna let me do it. I really didn't want to get into this. Okay. It's okay, because I really want to teach y'all. Hey, boom. But this is how to use your cover creator. Go through that, press continue. Now, choose the image from your gallery, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Boom. Hit that X. Okay. Now, like I said, if you have an image, great. You would have uploaded already and they'll be using that. And at this point, you'll just be typing in these words. But if not, then you'll get to choose which type of colors, or how you want this to look. If you want it multicolored, solid, Jesus, colored, or what, and how you want the outline or layout. My bad. Okay, so let's just go with. Okay, great. Pick that one. Now, this is a quick tutorial. They show you how the spine of the book is going to look. They show you where your name is and all that good stuff. Okay, tap dismiss. Okay, now you see where you have these triangles. They're letting you know what you have to deal with. Okay, so this is going to be the area. You see what I mean? Yeah. So when you're on a it's irritating doing it through the phone. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it with my stylus. See if that even helps. But anyways, so yeah, they let you know this is your margin. Okay, that's where your text can't go out of. This here is going to be, like I said, that story outline or synopsis that the people are going to read on the back. Please, please, please do this on a computer, because this part, hell, your photo and then about you section. This is your about you section, okay? And then on this front part, you choose, zoom out. Okay, choose your layout, okay? Boom, you can switch it up. You see how each one looks a little different, however you want this to look. That looks kind of good. I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, and then your text. Boom. How you want that? You pay attention to this area here. Okay. It's not a huge change. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep it there. Yeah. And then you're going to type these in. Da 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 da. The the triangles on the border are just letting you know don't go out. Don't touch that area. Okay. Whatever image or whatever you upload, don't go outside of that area. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna do save. They're not gonna let me save because I ain't put nothing in there. Exit. Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then once it'll take a second, of course, let me zoom this back in, for it to let you know if everything was approved and accepted, blah, 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 as far as your manuscript, because they are looking for any grammatical errors and things of that nature. So this one will probably come after you're done with that. They'll let you know, like, okay, cool, your manuscript is all good. And then your cover is good once you do that. No AI. You always have to launch your previewer before you skip to that next page. Before you press save and continue, they're going to want you to launch this previewer because they want you to look at it one last time to ensure everything is how you want it to be. Okay. So they're not going to let me go to the next one. I know. Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, the next one is actually just you picking your rights and pricing. So that's the easiest part of it because all you're literally doing is setting a price for your book. Okay, so when you put a price in, it'll let you know how much royalties you'll be making off each book. So if you set your book at, let's say, I have my original book. I'm gonna go to my bookshelf if I can. Continue without saving. Thank you. Like we said here, this in paperback is $10. The profit is only like $3 to $5, I believe. Yeah, and then with Kindle, you keep most of the profit. They only keep a few cents off of that. So with Kindle, if they purchase it on there, then I get more of a profit on there because they're not actually producing anything or selling it. So with the paperback, they do take a bit more of the cut. It's not a whole lot, but you know. So out of the $10, I'll probably make like, I believe it was like $6 off, or $5 or $6 off of it, off each sale, and then they'll make the rest because they have to print it. Ooh, off the bam. Yeah, this is how your booking is going to have. This is how it's going to look once you're done. It's going to let you know it's live, when it was submitted, when it was uploaded, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, crap. That was not supposed to save. I said without saving. But, okay. Hold on. Never mind. I'm just going to delete that when I can. Stop. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to embarrass myself like this any longer. But yeah, so that is how you do your publishing with Amazon Kindle. Again, it is completely free. This is for all my writers. I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do tomorrow because I think the other ones that I want to teach you guys or walk through, you guys required a laptop, and I have given my laptops away. Don't ask, long story. But yeah, hopefully you guys gain something from this. If you do, then comment underneath the title of your book so that I can go and support you as well. Good luck.